Right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Isagenix FAQs. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2022. We're going to be okay. I may not know what day it is, but we're going to be okay. So what I thought I would do is, people ask me questions about Isagenix all the time. So I thought maybe I would make this video so that so it's something I can pass to people. Maybe the questions that they have might be answered, or, they might be things that they just haven't thought of and want to ask. So I've got a bunch of questions that people have asked me over the years. And for the most part, I've written them down in their words, not mine. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to cover different questions on different days, but one that I'm always going to cover is this one, because this is the most frequently asked question. And it's just plain old, what is Isagenix? So it's an easy question to answer, and it's a difficult question to answer. It depends on how much detail you want. So Isagenix is a company who produces nutrition products, self-care, beauty, sports performance products, skincare, that sort of thing. Now, what they are most known for is weight loss, or weight management is really what we should be calling it, because some people want to gain weight. So I would call it a weight management company. Now, when you ask me what is Isagenix, because they are most known for weight loss, their flagship product is the 30-day cleanse. And some people say, oh, what's a 30-day cleanse? I can't do anything for 30 days. Well, okay, it can seem daunting. I know it did seem a little daunting to me when I started, but you get over it very quickly. So the 30-day cleanse is a weight loss program, and it consists of 30 days, obviously, and 26 of those days is shake days, what we call shake days. So you will have 2 shakes per day for 26 of those days, and then once per week, the other 4 days is an intermittent fasting day, which we call a cleanse day. So that's just a basic, and I'll probably end up telling you a lot more about all of that. So that's your basic. With that, it doesn't really answer the question, what is Isagenix? It's a lifestyle company. I mean, we have so many more products than when I started. When I started, it was pretty much the 30-day cleanse, and there was a few other things. There was some energy products, there was a little bit of skincare and that sort of thing, but it's totally exploded into so many other things. So it's probably easier to just talk about them either one-on-one with me and whoever you are, or I may get to it at some point. So I've prepared this vault of questions. So I'm just going to pull them out randomly and hope that we get a good one. Okay, so here is this. Okay, so what if I want to drink coffee? So coffee on the 30-day cleanse. Okay, so as everyone knows, coffee is, I think, the world's most popular drink. So a lot of people partake in coffee, and there are some people out there who simply will not start their day with anything other than coffee. I'm not one of them. I've never understood the whole coffee thing. However, I do understand that people don't want to give that up, which is fine. You don't have to. You don't have to give up your coffee to be on Isagenix. What I would suggest is that if you are looking for weight loss and you want to drink your coffee, try to find a good organic coffee that doesn't have a lot of pesticides, a lot of toxins, all that sort of thing that coffee is famous for. But the other thing, and possibly even more important, is if you are loading up your coffee, if you're Canadian and you're having a double several times a day, if you can cut out, even gradually cut out the cream and sugar, that is really going to help with your weight loss. Even just that small step is going to help reduce your calorie intake. with things that aren't nutritionally beneficial. So it's a good idea to, if you're thinking about doing Isagenix and you love your coffee, maybe start now, just reducing that cream and sugar. And if you have black, great, it's all good. Tea is also a good thing. You don't want to be having poor quality tea, but there are a million teas out there that are very beneficial for health. So keep going with your tea. All right, what's next? What is next? What is this? Oh, I have diabetes. Is Isagenix safe for me? Okay, so the answer is yes. Isagenix is safe for you. In fact, the person who invented the Isagenix system is diabetic. His name is John Anderson, and he worked for many other supplement companies, healthcare companies, and he's invented over 600 products for other companies. And what was happening with his work is that he would put together product X, and then whoever was going to be selling product X would say, okay, we're taking out this ingredient, it's too expensive, taking out this ingredient, blah, 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 blah. And they would put in fillers. And he got annoyed by this because, you know, not only was his work compromised, it wasn't going to, whatever the product was, it wasn't going to work as well as he intended it to, because it was being destroyed by corporate blah, blah, blah. So he decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to start my own company and I'm going to make things correctly. And they're going to be products that have no fillers. They're going to have, you know, there's nothing in the product that doesn't do anything. So he partnered up with Jim and Kathy Coover, and they created Isagenix. And Jim and Kathy are still there today. It's owned by the Coover family, and yeah, everything's fantastic. So yes, the answer with diabetes is 100% yes. Now, you may do it slightly differently than someone who doesn't have diabetes. The cleanse days, the intermittent fasting days might not be for you, but there's a whole diabetic protocol. So no worries if you've got diabetes. Okay. Do I have to exercise to get results? Okay, so no, you don't. If you do choose to exercise, your results will probably be, what's the word I'm looking for? Augmented. You know, that you're going to get slightly better results if you exercise. So let me just tell you one quick thing about my story. I started in October of 2012, okay? So yeah, it was actually the end of October. So November, December, I didn't really exercise at all, except for I would swim for a half an hour every week, 1.5 hour every week, while my kids were taking their swimming lesson. There was an empty lane. So I said, you know, instead of sitting around and waiting, I'll swim. So that's what I did. And that was the only exercise that I did during my first 2 months of Isagenix. And I lost 24 pounds. So you don't have to exercise. If you do, you're probably going to have, you know, better results. So, you know, it's not a requirement to have results though. So don't worry about that. I mean, there's people who are in wheelchairs in Isagenix who have had amazing results. And I mean, they're limited to what they can do in terms of exercise. So yeah. Okay, let's do 3 more, 2 more maybe, depending on what they are, depending on how long I blather on. Okay. Someone asking me, why are you still doing Isagenix? Well, okay, why am I still doing Isagenix? Before Isagenix, I was an exhausted mother of 2 young children. I was exhausted. And when I say exhausted, I just really mean it. I was tired. I was gaining weight. I was depressed. I was just not happy at all. I went on Isagenix and everything changed. You know, I became this energetic little bunny. You know, people would call me the Energizer Bunny. They still kind of do sometimes. And that is why I lost this weight, but more importantly, I became a much better mother, you know, partner, friend. I was just a much better person. So that's why I still do Isagenix. And just let me show you one quick thing. It's back here, and I hope this is visible. This is why I still do Isagenix. You know, there's a big difference between those 2 people. This is obviously before and this is after, and that's after 2 months. Okay. I don't ever want to go back to that person that I was before. Now, the pandemic really, it was rough on everybody. And I was doing great until probably about, I don't know, Christmas of 2020. And then, I got into a whole bunch of bad habits again. I, ate everything in sight. And I put some weight back on. So, right now I have been just getting back to normal. It's taken a long time to get back to normal, but here I am. So that's why I still do Isagenix, because it's good. I love having my shake for breakfast. I love it. I wait for it in the morning. If I wake up before my alarm and I'm just lying there, I'm waiting for that shake because I like it. It's great. So that's another reason why. Because some people say, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have to be on this for the rest of my life." And to that, I say, well, okay, no, you don't have to be on this for the rest of your life. But if you choose to, it's actually really great. So, it's a really healthy, inexpensive way to live. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone of you have looked at the price of food recently, but it's not exactly cheap to go buy chicken breasts and vegetables at the moment. I know that when I'm drinking an Isagenix shake, I'm getting something that is healthy. It's also very quick and convenient to make. I can take I can take my shake to work and have it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon if I want to. It takes exactly 30 seconds to make a shake. So that is like, there's a million reasons why I do Isagenix, but that's one of them. Okay, I'm going to do one more because this is getting a little long. I don't want to bore everybody. Oh, here's a good one. Can vegetarians use Isagenix, and what about vegans? Okay, so the answer to that is yes. We do have our Isaline shake, which is whey protein, because whey protein is clinically proven to be the most efficient at fat burning. However, we do have a dairy-free shake, and it's really good. So it is plant-based. It's made with pea and rice protein. So they've managed to make a complete protein that tastes good and has almost as good fat burning properties as the whey protein does. So yes, vegetarians can use Isagenix. You just use the plant-based system instead of the dairy. And it's for vegans too. And many of the other products are suitable for vegans, vegetarians, whoever you are. And by the way, everything is gluten-free. So I guess that's it for today. This is been kind of fun. So I hope you'll join me next week. I will be talking about what is Isagenix every week, but then the questions, I mean, I've got a bunch more of them. And, if you have any questions, shoot me a text or a Facebook message or something, and just let me know what they are, because I can add them to this thing, and we can cover it on a different day. And that's about it for now. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It's pouring rain here in Southern Ontario, but you know what? My grass was looking like a hay field, so I'm actually really glad that it's been raining for a couple of days, because we need it. So anyway, take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.